Welcome back friends to S-Prompts lecture series, and today we'll be looking at the lean management part 2. We have seen what the lean management is. This lean is related to less. The less can be a less of inventory of materials as well as the finished goods to be manufactured in the least possible time and supplied to the market in less possible time. There should be less of wastage. There should be less of motion of the manpower who are working on the shop floor, and with minimum transportation, so that it will help the companies to manufacture the product at lesser cost. If the per unit cost of manufacturing is less, then the cost of product to the customer or price of product to the customer can be lowered, and the customer can be given a high quality product at lesser possible cost. So the objective of lean management, which moved into reduction of inventory of finished goods as well as raw material, has brought or introduced the concept of just in time. So we have already discussed this in our part 1 lean management session. So simply lean is nothing but doing more with less. As we have also discussed that this lean management, the main objective is to help the companies for profit maximization by satisfying the customer and by fulfilling the needs and wants of the customer. But the customer's needs and wants will be related to supply of the materials in time as well as selling the high quality products of highest quality. So the lean management ensures the shortest lead time, best quality products and lowest cost. Then this lean management and Toyota production systems are mainly based on the two pillars, that is just in time and Jidoka, with main objective of providing the high quality products with lowest cost and the shortest possible lead time. The just in time is to make sure that the materials and the finished goods are made available where it is required immediately as and when it is demanded, by avoiding the storage and excessive transportation of the material that will ensure the continuous flow of the material based on the pull system. And Jidoka is a process where the abnormalities in the production can be avoided, error can be found out at the earliest stage, it will be notified and it will be corrected, so that the final product will be of a highest quality, error free, at the lowest cost and the shortest possible lead time. As we discussed that there will be Jidoka, standardized in the work, and Kaizen, which are actually supporting to these two pillars of just in time and Jidoka, that we will see in detail in this lecture series. Okay, and there has to be a stability, means what is been practiced should be maintained as it is, so that it will give the same quality every time when we will be manufacturing the product. We also seen there are 7 types of mudas, that is wastes, which are related to manufacturing. If these 7 types of waste can be eliminated, it will help to minimize the cost and ensures that the products will be of highest quality and lowest possible price. Kaizen is a process of continuous improvement, so that every time the product should be given the highest quality product. Standards, these are standards related to processes. Standards may be related to the tools, techniques as well as the materials, so that the product will be of a desired quality every time whenever it will be manufactured. And the fourth element of lean management is the visual management. So let us try to understand every element in detail. So as we were discussing that in TPS, they are found that there are 7 different types of wastes. They call in Japanese term as mudas. That if these mudas are eliminated, it will help the companies to manufacture the product of highest quality with minimum losses. So the main objective of eliminating these 7 wastes is do it rightly at the first time. Any rework, excess work will cause excess time, and that will increase cost to the company. And the main objective of lean management is to minimize the cost of the product. So how it can be done? So in a pictorial form, you can easily understand that these are the 7 different activities that may be associated with the production, and that may increase cost to the company, because all these activities are not actually adding any value to the finished goods, but ultimately it is increasing cost to the company. So what does it mean? The first that comes is the transportation. Here, the transportation may be the transportation of raw material from the supplier to the company, or from the company warehouse the transportation may be to the internal manufacturing department. If the machines are kept at long distance, then the internal transportation will increase the time of transportation as well as the cost of transportation, and any increase excess is cost to the company. So if the transportation is minimized, it will help to practice the lean management. If the product are not been manufactured rightly at the first time, the rework, the correction of the material will increase the scrap, and scrap is nothing but wastage of material, and any wastage is again increasing cost to the company. So minimize this scrap and correction. If the cycle time is well planned, well designed, then every assembly line, the shop floor person will have a sufficient time period to complete his task, so that the next assembly line person need not to wait for his turn to work. If there is excessive time where the person is waiting for the job to be done on the assembly line which is supposed to come to him, the excess waiting by the person is time waste, and any waste is again opposite to lean management. So there should not be excessive waiting by the people who are working on the shop floor. If there are some manual works in terms of transportation of finished goods, in terms of transportation of materials and all that, if there is an excessive motion made by this human being, this excessive motion may produce fatigue, and any fatigue raised in the manpower may cause the errors, and any error may produce the loss to the company. Over processing, if the product is over processed, like repackaging, packaging with some extra materials and all that, will further increase the cost of the material. If the materials are more, that is the inventory volume is more, the improper handling or mishandling of the material may cause loss. Sometimes the excess material may also get affected because of theft or fire. So any excessive inventory will further add cost to the company. And overproduction is like, if there is no demand, overproduction is wastage and storage of these materials, finished goods materials, in the warehouse of the company, which increase further space cost to the company. So to avoid this space cost and all that, the overproduction is also a wastage to the company which should be avoided. So the same is discussed here, so you can go through and you can understand. Kaizen is what? Simply nothing but continuous improvement, because quality is always a moving target, because what quality the company has produced or provided to the customer, the next time the company should always try to increase the further quality of the product. And this is possible only if the companies are practicing Kaizen, that is continuous improvement. Kai is change and Zen is for the betterment. So it is a moving target, as we are saying that if you can see in this diagram, the quality is always in an increasing mode. So it is like an increasing or raising slope. So this wheel of improvement which is moving towards the right hand side must be supported with the standards, because whatever quality we have produced previously, that should be kept as a standard and it should be maintained minimally, so that the standard and the quality can be maintained for the longer period of time. The standards, as we were saying, that there should be standards for materials, standards for the tools, standards for the practices, standards for the procedures, so that every standard process, practice, procedures, even the materials and the tools, if they are being used, it will help the company to maintain the quality, and there will be a constant improvement in the processes. As we can see in this picture, there are red and blue color bins are there. So these two bins are separately indicated, differently indicated for storage of the material. Red means used, red means maybe dangerous, and blue means the good one, blue means for the inspection, whatever is the way. But it is like the standardized materials are being used so that the quality of the product can be maintained. The next comes is the visual management. Many a times the communication need not to be done only through words, but the communication or the messages can be passed on the shop floor with the help of this visual management. So what does visual management indicates? Say for example, there must be some markings on the floor in the red color, green color, orange color, and if the materials are kept between or in this red color, green color and orange color marking, that will clearly indicate the person who is looking at those materials. Like the red color marking materials maybe are the defects, can be the scrap, or can be the rework or the dangerous materials. Green is, it may be in consisting of the finished goods, the quality checked goods, or the goods which are ready to dispatch. And the products which are stored in the orange color marking, maybe these are the materials or products which are held for the inspection purpose. So all different colors will indicate different purposes, so that the person who is using or uh, making use of these materials can easily understand what type of material they are. Next comes is Jidoka. Jidoka is automation with human touch. When the machines are completely automatic, need not to have any support of human being, when we say it is as a automation. And automation is what? The machines are automatic, but they also require the support of human being. So that Jidoka is automation. In this Jidoka, the Japanese TPS suggests that whenever there will be a problem in the assembly line, there should be a practice of stopping the line with the help of human being, that is manpower, so that the problem can be identified at the earlier stage, and it can help to spread of the problem across the assembly line, so that whenever there will be a problem, the person on the shop floor will press the end on button. That end on button will indicate the shop manager that there is a problem. The shop manager or the shop supervisor will come, he will correct the problem, and he will give the training to the person, so that the same problem cannot reoccur, so that their quality will be maintained and the problem or the error will not be spread across. And the objective and result of Jidoka is no defects in the product, and there will be always a continuous improved productivity. Haijunka is level out the load. There are two words which we need to understand. One is called as Muri and second one is called as a Mura. So Haijunka helps to understand how to reduce this Muri. Muri is nothing but the overburden. The overburden may be on the people, the overburden may be on the machineries or equipments with which we are going to manufacture the product. And any overburden on the human being or the machine may affect the safety, quality and performance. And reduced Mura is unevenness, that the workload should be equally divided. There should not be less load or there should not be overload, so that if the Muri and Mura are not controlled, the production may get stopped and may take more time to restart. So this stalling and restarting of the production may affect the output, productivity and profitability of the organization. So here we can understand with a simple example. Haijunka is minimizing the waste by means of avoiding the overloading. Not Univerb, which is shown in a red color, that shows that in the month of January the company is manufacturing 1200 units. In the month of February the company is manufacturing 3500 units, and in the month of March the company is manufacturing 4300 units. That means in the month of January the load is very less, and in the month of March the load is very much high. So here in the month of March there is an overburden to the manpower, overburden to the machines, which may affect the quality of the product. Whereas the green color indicates the uniformity. That means when the company is to manufacture 9000 units in a quarter, then the company can divide this manufacturing into three equal number, that is 3000 units in the month of Jan, 3000 in the month of Feb and 3000 in the month of March. So this is called as Haijunka, leveling out. There should not be any overburden or underburden on the machines as well as the manpower. And Kanban, which is related to signboards or billboards, means during the process of manufacturing different visual cards will be used, so that this will pass on the physical as well as visual signals to the people who are working on the shop floor. This visual management and this Kanban we will see in detail in the third part of lean management. I hope guys you understand the lean management concept and the different concepts which are associated with Toyota production system. In case of any query associated with this chapter or any topic associated to operation supply chain management, please write down to me in the comment box. So thank you. This is done from